Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a new chapter. Before moving on to the chapter, I will show you some pictures which are familiar to you. You need to identify the shape or figure from the given pictures. Now, let's start. Here you can see a picture, a red color picture. What is the name of this picture? Yes, this is the picture of a traffic sign board. Then what is the shape of this picture? Yes, this is a triangle. Here you can see a triangle ABC. What is a triangle? A triangle is a closed figure formed by joining three straight lines. Then what about the number of sides? How many sides does a triangle have? 1, 2 and 3. 3 sides. Number of angles? Angle A, angle B and angle C. Number of vertices? Vertex A, vertex B and vertex C. Therefore, it has 3 sides, 3 vertices and 3 angles. A triangle is a closed figure formed by 3 straight lines. It has 3 sides, 3 vertices and 3 angles. This is another picture. You all are familiar with this picture. What is the name of this picture? Yes, this is a picture of a carpet. Here you can see many shapes in this picture. Look at this white colored shape. What is the name of this shape? Yes, this is a square. Then what about this blue colored shape? What is the name of this blue colored shape? Good, as a parallelogram. Now you are familiar with this shape, square and this parallelogram. What are the similarities of these two shapes, the square and parallelogram? It is a closed figure, that is both the shapes or both the figures are, and it has 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. Such figures are commonly known as quadrilaterals. Closed figures with 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices are commonly known as quadrilaterals. What are quadrilaterals? A quadrilateral is a closed figure formed by 4 straight lines. It has 4 sides, 4 vertices and 4 angles. Now you are familiar with the square and parallelogram. There are many other figures with 4 sides, 4 vertices and 4 angles. That is, there are different types of quadrilaterals. These are the 7 types of quadrilaterals. We have discussed about parallelogram and square. The other quadrilaterals are isosceles trapezoid, rectangle, trapezoid, rhombus, and kite. Therefore, the different types of quadrilaterals are isosceles trapezoid, parallelogram, rectangle, square, trapezoid, rhombus, and kite. Here you can see many dots. I am going to join 3 dots. A triangle is obtained. Now I am going to join 4 dots. We got a square, a quadrilateral. Now let's try to join 5 dots. A new figure is obtained. A new figure with 5 sides is obtained. This is the obtained figure, the newly formed figure. This figure is obtained by joining 5 dots using 5 straight lines. How many sides does this figure have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It has 5 sides. What about the number of angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It has 5 angles. Then number of vertices. How many vertices does the obtained figure have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Has 5 vertices. A closed figure made up of 5 straight lines and having 5 angles and 5 vertices. Such figures or those figures are commonly known as pentagon. Therefore, a pentagon is a closed figure made up of 5 straight lines. It has 5 sides, 5 angles, and 5 vertices. Let's look to an example. You all are familiar with this picture. This is the cross section of a lady's finger. You can see that this is in the shape of a pentagon. It has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And also 5 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And also 5 vertices. This is a real life example for pentagon. This is an activity. A figure is given here. We have to find the number of sides, angles, and the name of such figure. First of all, we have to find the number of sides. How many sides does the given figure have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The number of sides is equal to 6. What about the number of angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Number of angles is equal to 6. Now look at this figure. This is a closed figure made up of 6 straight sides. It has 6 angles, 6 sides and 6 vertices. Such figures are commonly known as hexagon. Now you are familiar with this 4 figures. Look at the first figure. We know that this is a triangle. It's a closed figure with 3 straight sides, 3 angles and 3 vertices. Now the second figure. This is a square, commonly known as a quadrilateral. It is also a closed figure. It's with 4 straight sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. The third figure is a pentagon. Closed figure with 5 straight sides, 5 angles and 5 vertices. And the last figure is a hexagon. Closed figure with 6 straight sides, 6 angles and 6 vertices. Now you all are familiar with these 4 figures. What are the similarities of these figures? All the figures are closed. Yes, they are made up of straight lines. Those figures are commonly known as polygons. Polygons. Polygons are closed figures made up of 3 or more straight lines. We were discussing about triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon and hexagon. There are many other polygons. Let's take a look at them. These are the different types of polygons. We were discussing about triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon and hexagon. Now look at the green figure. How many sides does this figure have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 sides. Closed figure made up of 7 straight sides are known as heptagon. The next figure is known as an octagon. How many sides does an octagon have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 sides. And the next figure is a closed figure And how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 sides. A closed figure made up of 9 straight sides are known as a nannakan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10. 10 sides. Closed figure made up of 10 straight sides are known as a decagon. Therefore, a closed figure made up of 7 straight sides are known as heptagon. A closed figure made up of 8 straight sides are known as an octagon, and a closed figure made up of 9 straight sides is known as a nonagon, and a decagon is a closed figure made up of 10 straight sides. This is an activity for you. Identify whether each figure is a polygon or not. 6 figures are given below. We have to identify each figure as a polygon or not. Look at the first figure. We can see that the first figure is made up of straight lines. We have to check whether it's a polygon or not. We know that a polygon is a closed figure made up of 3 or more straight lines. But in the first figure, it is made up of straight lines, but it is not closed, it's open. Therefore, it's not a polygon. The second figure is a closed figure made up of straight lines. Closed figure made up of straight lines are polygons. Now, the third figure is a closed figure, but it is not made up of straight lines. It's a curved figure. Therefore, it's not a polygon. The fourth figure is also a closed and curved figure. There is a curve in this figure. Therefore, it's not a polygon. What about the fifth figure? The fifth figure is a closed figure made up of 3 straight lines. Therefore, it's a polygon. Now, the last figure. This figure is made up of straight lines, but it is not closed. Here it is open. Therefore, the sixth figure is not a polygon. From this, we can conclude that figure 2 and figure 5 are only polygons. The rest of the figures are not polygons. We can conclude that a polygon can be identified by counting the number of sides. In general, a polygon with n sides are known as n-gon, where n is the number of sides. It is generally used or usually used when the polygon has more than 10 sides. Here is a question for you. A polygon with 20 sides is known as. A polygon with n sides is known as n-gon. Here in the question it is given that a polygon with 20 sides, n is given as 20. Therefore, a polygon with 20 sides is known as 20-gon. Here are some sets of figures. Two figures on the left side and two figures on the right side. What are the similarities of these figures? These figures are polygons. Look at the first figure. It is a closed figure made up of three straight lines. It's a triangle. The second green figure is also a closed figure made up of 5 straight sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's a pentagon. The figures on the right side are also polygons since they are closed and made up of straight lines. Then what are the differences between them? Based on their differences, these two sets of figures are classified into simple and complex polygons. The left set of figures are called simple polygons since their sides are not intersecting. This set of figures are known as complex polygons since their sides are intersecting each other. Therefore, sides of a simple polygon do not intersect, and complex polygon is a polygon whose sides cross over one or more times. That is, a simple polygon is a polygon whose sides does not intersect or cross over one or more times, and a complex polygon is a polygon whose sides cross over one or more times. This is another activity. Is the given polygon simple or complex? Look at the given figure. This is a closed figure and it is made up of straight lines. We know that a simple polygon is a polygon whose sides does not cross over or intersect each other. But here, the sides of this figure intersect or cross each other. Therefore, it's a complex polygon. Now, I will show you some real-life examples of polygons. This is a picture of a flower. Here you can see a triangle. What about this figure? This is a picture of traffic signboard. It has 4 sides and it is a closed figure. Therefore, this is a real-life example for a quadrilateral. This is a picture of a football. Look at this middle portion, this black colored portion. How many sides this black colored portion have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A closed figure with 5 sides are known as a pentagon. Therefore, this is an example for a pentagon. This is the picture of a honeycomb. Look at this honeycomb. Each honeycomb is a closed figure. It is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 straight lines. Therefore, this is an example, real life example for a hexagon. This is a picture of a cup. You can see that this cup have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 sides. This is an example for heptagon. The last picture is familiar for you. This is the picture of a clock. How many sides does this picture have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Therefore, this is a closed figure with 8 straight sides. Therefore, this is an example for an octagon.